The dollar climbs to its highest level in 2 decades, and Bitcoin falls below the key $36,000 support level. You're watching the Daily Brief with Forbes. I'm Ramia Farrage. The dollar climbed to its highest level in 2 decades today as a combination of rising U.S. Treasury yields and a tightening lockdown in China boosted its safe haven appeal. Against a basket of major currencies, the dollar topped 104.19 for the first time since July 2002, extending its almost 9% rise this year. The dollar's rise has been aided by higher U.S. Treasury yields. Today, yields on 10-year benchmark debt hit 3.18% for the first time since November 2018. They've doubled over the past 2 months. Bitcoin fell below the key support level of $36,000 today as U.S. stock market sell-offs and fears of an economic recession ripple through the crypto market. Other major cryptos also declined, including Ethereum, Litecoin, and Ripple, which all fell by between 4.3 and 4.8%. Bitcoin's plunge represents its lowest level since January this year. In July 2021, Bitcoin was trading as low as $29,000, but the crypto rebounded a few months later, trading above $68,000 by November. Britain has announced a new set of sanctions on Russia and Belarus, targeting $2.1 billion of trade. The new round of sanctions will push the total value of products subject to import and export sanctions since the start of Russia's war to $4.9 billion. The announced import tariffs will cover $1.7 billion of goods, including platinum and palladium. The export ban will target key materials worth $306.8 million, like chemicals, plastics, rubber, and machinery. Billionaire Bill Gates has cautioned that rising inflation and interest rates across the globe caused by Russia's invasion of Ukraine and the COVID-19 outbreak will eventually lead to an economic slowdown. Gates says the war's impact on energy and food prices, compounded by the pandemic, where government debt levels were already very high, as well as supply chain bottleneck issues, are already being felt worldwide. The IMF projects global growth to slow from an estimated 6.1% in 2021 to 3.6% this year and next. Qatar Holding plans to retain its 11.5% stake in Lagardere, despite Vivendi's public offer to fully acquire the French firm. The Qatari company says it won't tender its shares to the main or secondary branches of Vivendi's public offer, but it says it would consider acquiring or selling Lagardere shares based on market opportunities or regulatory requirements. In February, French media giant Vivendi filed a public tender offer to acquire all Lagardere shares at $25.33 per share. Qatar Holding is its second largest shareholder. EdTech startup Menara has raised $3 million in a pre-seed funding round led by Stripe. The startup plans to use the funds to scale its existing cohort-based solution from 60 engineers per year to 6,000 engineers per year. Menara plans to launch a self-service product for interview practice, networking, and mentorship to reach software engineers. It runs a cohort-based training program for computer science students and software engineers and connects them to jobs with employers like Google, Facebook, Amazon, and Zalando. Hyundai plans to build a new electric vehicle manufacturing plant in the U.S. and has reportedly held talks with officials in Georgia. Hyundai says it's excited to announce a new EV plant plan in the U.S. soon, but it isn't ready to share details at this stage. Hyundai has reportedly been in advanced talks with state officials to build the dedicated EV facility in Georgia. Details of the investment, including its projected cost and the number of jobs it would create, aren't clear. The new Georgia EV facility would serve both Hyundai and Kia as the brands move to roll out a pair of fully electric SUVs aimed at the U.S. market. I'm Ramia Farrage. This is the Daily Brief. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.